Hi guys, this is Sophia. If you are a new driver in Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Oman, I know you are so nervous driving on these roads, these highways, but I'm here to share real life hacks that you can use to be very comfortable, or that will make your first time driving in Gulf very simple. So first and foremost, do not accept to drive on these roads without a proper driving license. A proper driving license, I mean, when you come from your country, please don't accept to start driving without going to school, to a driving school in whichever country you are in. If it's Saudi, Qatar, UAE, first of all, you need to go to school and get the country's driving license before you start driving. This happened to me when I went to Qatar. My sponsor gave me the car and I started taking kids to school, taking madam to the gym, just running errands without going to school. This is a very risky thing to do. I know there must be some people doing this. It's very risky because in case of anything, maybe you are involved in an accident, even if you are not at fault, the moment the police comes and you are the one without a driving license, you will be in trouble. Maybe you can even, depending with the situation or the severity of the accident, you might even go to jail, and your sponsor will not help you at this point. This will be your own responsibility. So if you're out there, you are new in Gulf and you're already driving without a driving license, kindly be serious, take care of yourself, tell your bosses you will not drive without their country's driving license. Yeah, so first of all, have a proper driving license. Another thing also, maybe it's still your loss because experience, these countries, they will see how many years experience. They will pay you according to the experience you have. So if you're driving without a license, that means you have experience that is undocumented, which is not good to your side. Maybe by the time you finish your contract, you will be counting 2 years driving experience in Gulf, but because you started driving without a license maybe for 1 year, that will not be counted. So for your own good, you need to get a proper driving license before you start driving. Yeah. Second of all is road signs. Familiarize yourself with the road signs. I know most of us, where we come from, like me, I come from Kenya, and you might even be on a road and you never see any road sign on the road, or maybe one or two, but here they are so serious on the road signs. So you need to be so familiar with the road signs, the giveaways, the stop, where the road is going. Like, you know, there's compulsory signs, there's warning signs. You need to familiarize yourself with these signs so that you don't get yourself in a wrong turn or somewhere you're not supposed to enter and you're already there. Another thing is Google Maps, but I don't support Google Maps. I don't like Google Maps is kinda, it will make you get lost. Most of the time when I was using Google Maps, I could miss a lot of exits, and you know, in these countries, you miss one exit and you need to go back to Kenya before you find your way. Yeah, so it's not a good thing to miss an exit, and mostly when you're using maps, it's likely that you will miss an exit, especially if you're not familiar with that area. So I recommend Waze. Waze is the best app for navigation. It's the best navigation app. They need to come and pay me for this advert. Yeah, so Waze is very clear. Familiarize yourself with Waze, how it works, how it is, and you will thank me later. As a driver anywhere in the world, Waze, I think, is the best so far. Yeah, because on Google Map will tell you, you know, the exits. Maybe it has like it's a major exit, and then inside that exit there's another exit. So Google Maps will just tell you to exit, and when you get there, now you'll not know if you're taking another exit, you're going straight. It will tell you to go straight. When you go straight, you realize you are supposed to take right or the other exit, but Waze will highlight the roads you are not supposed to use, or the lanes you are not supposed to use, and the lanes you are supposed to keep to. So Waze is very perfect for navigation. As a driver, whether a new driver or you have experience in Gulf, if you are not using Waze, it's high time you download Waze. Yeah. Another thing, for the first time, do not accept to leave the house without mobile data. Like the boss will tell you, go to this place, give you location, and you don't have data or Wi-Fi in your car or data on your phone. It's a risky thing, because if you're using maps, this the location you can download from the house. If you have Wi-Fi in the house, fine, you can download the location in the house. But when you reach to your destination and now you need to come back, that will not be possible to use Google Maps because you don't have data. So when discussing about driving with these bosses, data for driver should be something that is compulsory. A driver should always have data on their phones. They can do anything, put Wi-Fi in the car, or have their SIM card that is strictly maybe for navigation or something. But it's not a nice idea to be driving in these roads without data, and you're just using guesswork. You might find yourself kilometers far away from somewhere you're just going to use maybe 4 or 5 minutes. So make sure you have a driving license. Make sure you are using Waze. Familiarize yourself with Waze. Familiarize yourself with road signs and what they mean, so that you don't find yourself in any wrong turn. Another thing, as a first timer in these Gulf countries, especially those people in Dubai, do not exceed the road speed limit. Because in Dubai, if the road says 100, you can do 120 and you will not get a fine. But as a new driver, you don't want to risk these things because you are still getting used to the roads, adjusting. So just use the roads limit. And it's also confusing, especially for us who drive in Dubai, and then some other time you need to drive in Abu Dhabi. Like right now I'm in Abu Dhabi, and in Abu Dhabi, if the road says 80, you will go 80. If you just go 81, you will get a fine. So if you are a new driver in these countries and you are in, let's say, Dubai, make sure you are just doing the road speed limit that is indicated on the road signs. Another thing is phone. Do not be distracted by phone. Even when you're using navigation like Google Maps or Waze, you can, as a first timer or a new person in Gulf, you can use you can put voice and make it as loud as possible, so that you are not much distracted by the phone. And it's better if your car has that phone holder, that you are not maybe putting your phone down or on your laps and you have to be checking and getting distracted. You need to have a phone holder, then you can just look at your phone without much distraction, and you can put your volume as high as possible to avoid unnecessary looking at the phone. But this does not apply to professional drivers, because in professional driving you do not want to cause any discomfort to your passengers. So in professional driving, we don't use voice. We don't use voice on any navigation apps. You need to know how to drive using the navigation app without the voice. But for the first timers, it is fine. It is very fine. Things like seat belts, that's compulsory. There's no driver that starts a car without the seat belts and everything. Signals or indicators, you need to indicate. Just get used to indicating even when you are alone on the road. Even if the road is so deserted, you are alone, but you are making turns, you are on roundabouts, just indicate so that this thing is just automatically in you. Because if you are not indicating on deserted roads, definitely you might forget indicating also on highways or congested roads. So some things you just need to do them. Follow the road rules even when you are alone on the road. On speed also, if you are a first timer in these highways, just keep on the 2 lanes, not the speed lane. Keep on the lower speed lanes so that you're not distracted or pressurized. If you're driving on the high speed lane and people are flashing at you, you might get confused and it might cause an accident or something. So just keep in the middle lane, keep on the last lane, just to be safe, to be comfortable, and not to be rushed or pressurized. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more tips. I will be doing such videos just to motivate or to highlight those things that will make your first time driving in Gulf countries easier.